Rey Mysterio was injured during a match on Friday Night SmackDown. And the question is, was this injury real or part of a script? Well, sadly, there is a major update on Rey Mysterio, and it's very real. And unfortunately for Rey Mysterio and his family, it's not good. This is turning out to be a very tragic situation. So now let's get to the latest on what's going on with Rey Mysterio. Rey Mysterio was involved in a very big match where the winner was going to face Austin Theory for the US Championship. Rey Mysterio took on his LWO team member, Santos Escobar, but things didn't go as planned during the match. So what happened? Well, WWE wanted you to believe Rey's injury happened when Santos Escobar dove to the outside and hit Rey Mysterio, and Rey Mysterio's head whipped back onto the floor, possibly causing a concussion. But upon further inspection, Rey's injury happened much earlier in the match. The match was pretty much just getting started when Santos Escobar landed a flying forearm to the head of Rey Mysterio, and then he followed that up with a kick to the head of Rey Mysterio. Either the combination of these brutal impacts to the head caused Rey Mysterio to get his bell rung, or it was just the forearm, or it was just the kick. But it was probably a combination of both of them. Now, as we know, pro wrestling is scripted, controlled. Kicks are not supposed to actually hurt or injure someone. Flying forearms are not supposed to actually make contact with the head. As we know, in sports, there's been a lot more focus on protecting the heads of the athletes. But unfortunately, one of these two moves, the forearm or the kick, was real. And it's sad because Santos Escobar is a friend of Rey Mysterio. He was not trying to hurt Rey at all. But unfortunately, it was just a nasty accident. And for whatever reason, WWE did not want to tell the truth about this, so they made up a fake story that it happened when Santos Escobar dove to the outside onto Rey Mysterio. So doctors attended to Rey Mysterio, and unfortunately the match had to be called off, and Santos Escobar was named the winner, and Rey Mysterio lost due to the injury. So the question is, since this was a real injury, what is the current update on Rey Mysterio's health? How bad is it? And now let's get to this major update on the health of Rey Mysterio. Rey Mysterio is nearing 50 years old. He's had a super long career. Yes, he's been injured before, but he's never suffered a career-ending injury. But the question is the injury that he suffered on SmackDown enough to end his career? It would be a very sad way to go out, especially with all of the work that he has done in the last couple of years, including his feud with his son Dominik, and now the reformation of the LWO. Now, after we learned that Rey Mysterio's injury on SmackDown was 100% real and legit, we also found out that the outcome was not changed in the match. Rey Mysterio was scheduled to lose the match. Now, he was going to be pinned by Santos Escobar. We saw the dive to the outside onto Rey Mysterio from Santos Escobar. SmackDown then went to commercial. When they came back, a doctor was attending to Rey Mysterio. Now, it was obvious earlier in the match that something was very wrong with Rey Mysterio. After the flying forearm to the head and then the kick to the head, Rey Mysterio could not stand up. When he tried to stand up, he fell down. It looked exactly like some of the NFL players that got concussions on the field recently, where they tried to get up and then they would stumble back to the ground and they couldn't stand up on their own. This is what happened to Rey Mysterio. And Rey Mysterio, when he was down on the ground and couldn't get up, he could be seen talking to the referee and to Santos Escobar, telling them, I'm in trouble. I'm injured. I don't know what's going on. I can't stand up. I can't think straight. I need help. So that's when the referee got word, who has an earpiece, okay, let's do a spot to the outside where Santos Escobar will dive into Rey Mysterio, and then we'll go to commercial break and we'll figure this out. And that's what they did. They did the spot, came back from break. Rey Mysterio is laid out, can't move, can't stand up. Doctors attending to him. Some people thought this is part of a script. It's fake. It wasn't fake. It was 100% real, because if you see how Rey reacted after that flying forearm and that kick, you will see that there was something medically wrong with him and he was in danger. As we know, athletes who suffer head trauma can have major medical issues and it is life-threatening. So this was a very serious situation. Something like this on WWE TV has not happened for a while. And after SmackDown went off the air, Rey Mysterio was rushed to a hospital where he underwent a battery of tests to find out what was going on and how serious the problem was. He underwent a CT scan, and they found out that most likely he had suffered a concussion, a very serious concussion. Obviously, the flying forearm and then the kick, to add insult to injury, really hurt Rey Mysterio. Once again, it was not intentional by Santos Escobar. It was an accident. But Rey Mysterio currently, as of right now, is still in the hospital. That is how serious this is. This is not only possibly career-ending, it is life-threatening. Many fans have asked, when they heard about Rey in the hospital and this injury, where's Dominik? Where's Rhea? Is this the moment where they put their differences behind them and they rush to Rey's side at the hospital to be with him? Or do Dominik and Rhea continue to hold a grudge against Rey Mysterio? Even if Rhea and Dominik choose not to be by Rey Mysterio's side at the hospital, Rey still has the love from his wife and his daughter, Aaliyah. But right now, Rey is truly in a fight for his life, and every fan of WWE is hoping for the best and wishing that Rey can one day return to WWE. What are your thoughts about Rey Mysterio being injured on SmackDown? And do you think Rhea and Dominik should put their differences with Rey aside and be with Rey during this medical crisis? Leave a comment below and give me your opinion. And don't forget to subscribe and click the bell notification so you are notified when we upload a new video.